Moninda Marube is an elite runner. He was born into a life of hardship in Kenya.
I grew up under poverty, trying to figure out what life was all about.
Due to economic hardship, Moninda was unable to attend school.
I've always grown knowing that education is the key, but I thank God because whoever said education is the key never said that it's the only key.
With civil unrest and tribal clashes erupting in his country, Moninda wanted to seek a new life.
Knowing that where I'm going, there is nobody else I know there. You have to be courageous, you have to focus, you must be in a position whereby you're not able to let your fears be the dictating factor of your dreams, of your goals.
He found his way to America with big hopes, only to end up in a Minnesota running group led by an unscrupulous agent.
Most Kenyan runners are regarded to be illiterate. They put big files on the table for you to sign, and knowing very well that you're not going to read them. He kept my passport, he kept my other documents until they even expired. I thought I was coming to the first world country, a country full of opportunities, only to end up in human trafficking.
The agent took 20% of their winnings, but charged the runners back for living and travel expenses, leaving them next to nothing. But one day, while using his meager savings to buy groceries, fate brought Moninda to an unlikely source of hope.
I remember we went to the stores to do shopping as we always do. We came across some guy. He asked a question. You look like Kenyan runners because you are too small. He said, well, I'm a Kenyan too. And because that manager did not want us to associate ourselves with anybody, he was very fast in whisking us away. But before he could whisk us away, I was able to get the number. I called him and then he was able to help me out because I realized he was a driver, a truck driver. And so that's how I got into Texas. Others I tried to talk to, they could not gather that boldness for themselves to come out because they didn't know where to head to. But for me at that time, I was even ready to sleep on the tunnels of the road.
After 9 months in Minnesota, Moninda found his way to Texas, but things were hardly better there.
I remember the first night I slept under the bridge because the person who was supposed to pick me up did not turn up. When I thought about it, I knew I had come to this country to run and nothing more. I went online and I got this race called Santa Barbara International Marathon. I sent a text, so immediately he responded to it. And he told me, Moninda, it could be good if you came to this race because I think you will raise the profile of the race. He asked me, do you want me to send you a plane ticket? I said, I don't want a plane ticket, I want a bus ticket. I was an illegal immigrant, so I couldn't travel through the airport. Unfortunately, I was arrested. The border patrol caught up with me, fished me out of the bus. They told me this, you are a special case. We've never let anyone free. They let me go. The following day, I woke up, I lined up for the race, and I ran like I've never ran before.
After winning the Santa Barbara Marathon, Moninda shared his story with the race logistical director,
who happened to be Dan Campbell, who I currently live with. That's how everything added up until I found myself in Maine.
Campbell became a crucial ally to Moninda, helping him to finally break free and run on his own terms with a legitimate manager.
When I started running, I was always focused on money. If I came in second, third, no money, I didn't consider that as a success. Running is not about winning. Running is about the feelings of achievement.
Moninda visits schools, churches, and other organizations to share his story and spread awareness about human trafficking of elite athletes.
My goal in life is to work with kids and be able to instill in them the values that they need for their lives. Knowing that whether you have a husband, whether you have a wife, or whether you have a child, whether you don't have them, whether you have nothing, joy and misery is a creation of the mind. We realize that life is way bigger than us. That's how we are able to help others. That's how we are able to do extraordinary things.
Third Nut is proud to celebrate Moninda Marube's legacy as a Third Nut Elite Ambassador.
Be legendary.